Okay, grade 8s, we're now going to be dealing with nets. It's the last section of 3D shapes, and nets is essentially a flat surface that makes up a 3D shape. You've probably played with these, and I encourage you to look at this video and then go and make your own 3D shapes from nets. Okay, so what are nets? A net creates a 3D shape, but when you lay it on the ground, it is a flat 2D. For example, we have a square here, or a cube, and that's laid out, and you can see that if you fold these sides up, they will create the sides of the square, and then that will create the cover. The dotted lines are where you fold it. Why don't you cut across like this out and see if you can create a square? If I looked, it is very important to build 3D shapes from nets. It's a great way to form a 3D shape, so try and cut these following things out on a piece of paper to build the 3D shapes. So what I want you to do, go and cut around this line here out on a 3D shape, on a piece of paper, and then fold around the other edges. Now, which of these shapes will make these various things? Do you remember that this is a square pyramid and this is a tetrahedron? Now, a square pyramid, you can quite easily see that that's the base, and these are the four edges of the pyramid. And you can quite easily see that that is going to be the square pyramid. The triangular pyramid, on the other hand, you can quite easily see that if we fold here and bring these two edges up, and then fold this edge along the back and bring it down to here, you can quite easily see that that's going to be the tetrahedron. Let's look at nets again. So we have a rectangle or a rectangular prism, and we lay it out on the ground. What sides correlate? You can see here that these green sides are this green. This is the front of the face. So if we fold that up, we're going to be looking at the back of this. And this is the back of the shape over here. Right? Then the orange is the top and the bottom, so this top could either be this one or this one. And then the two sides have left blue. I hope you're getting an understanding and visualization of what a net is and how it creates a 3D shape. So here we have a prism. Now you can see this is 3D. What if it was made of paper and I cut along here, and I cut along here, and the same on the back? I could lay this on the ground like that. As you can see, here's my triangle, there's the dotted line, and this is my rectangular prism on the ground. You can see there's the H over there, and our length L, and our base B is this thing in the bottom. I could also cut this out differently. What if I decided to not cut along that edge, but cut rather along the bottom edge? Well, then we would have this whole shape would be exactly the same, but the height would be slightly different. But it would still create a prism. So which will not make a 3D shape? Why? Have you tried it? That's what we're going to do now. Let's look at A. Will this make a 3D shape? Right? So we're going to fold these up. You can see that this length is equal to this length. Cool. Can you see that this length here is equal to this length here? Cool. So those are going to touch. Yeah, I would say that does make a 3D shape. What about this here? This length is equal to this length. Yes. Oh, but this length doesn't equal this length. So when you fold it up, there's going to be an imbalance. It's only going to come up to here. So this is not going to make a 3D shape. Cut it out and try it. What about this? Would this make a 3D shape? Let's have a think about this. Again, the best way to do it is to cut it out and try it. But if you fold it here, fold it here, fold it here, you'll see that this creates the base of the rectangle, and then this will go on that side, and this will stay on this side. Oh, great, that will make a rectangle. It's much easier to build this to have a look. What about this one? Now this is not going to work. Yes, it's going to create the rectangle here. So we're going to have a 3D sort of box, as it were, or a piece of paper folded around. But we're going to have an inside here, so we're going to be able to see everything. And it's not going to work. Because, why won't it work? These two are both on the same side. So we can look straight through that, and we'll see two pieces of paper on the back over here. So that's not going to work. Let's try this again. Let's go ABC. We're going to now look at these prisms. Now this is the one we just did. You can quite easily see that is equal to that. That length is equal to that length. Yes, it's going to work. What about B? Okay, so we're assuming this is going to touch here. That looks good. Then we're going to have this side touching this side. Is that going to work? Yeah, that looks like that will work. Then we're going to lift the side up, and that is going to equal these two sides here and here. That looks like it'll work fine. What about this? This is like the one we've just done. Ignore that sort of lip over there. We're going to fold that over to there. That base is going to touch there. That part is going to touch there. This is going to work perfectly. What about this one now? Oh, look what we've done here. We've got two opposite triangles. That's not going to work for a prism. So we can quite easily see that that's not going to work. Okay, let's try these again. We have this rectangle. This is the one we just used. This works there. That fits there. Perfect. That will work. What about this one? If you fold this up, will it work? Okay, so this is going to go into there. That's fine. This here is going to fit over there. Perfect. That's going to touch over there. Great. That works. This looks like it will fit there. This will fit there. This looks like it works fine. B seems to work. Cut it out if you're unsure. Oh, what about this? Oh, we can immediately see that these are going to both be on the same side. That's not going to work. What about this one? Okay, we're going to fold this up. This is going to be the front of the wall here. So we fold it up there. This is our front. Here we have our base over here. That's the bottom. This is going to be the front over here. This is going to fold out here over there. That's going to be that part. This part is going to be there. This is working so far. Then we're going to have a roof, which is great. And then we're going to have a back. That looks like it's going to work perfectly. D is going to work. Try and visualize this. This is really just about visualizing the 3D shape. It's a difficult one to practice, but the best way to do it is to actually cut out and build and see what you can do. And I mean, start with the 3D shape and then see if you can make different ones. Use some sticky tape and make each of these parts individually. Well done, grade 8s. If you practice that, you really will get better at it. Try, get some scissors and build it. Okay, let's move on to geometry of a straight line.